Well, well, well. Would you look at that? They finally started like an actual NBA team and not an AAU team. It's crazy what wonders not starting 18-4 will do for your team, isn't it? Well, the Nuggets did the thing tonight. They won Game 3 in Minnesota. They looked really, really good doing it. They looked like the team that we thought they would be coming into the playoffs, which, is a good team. And the difference there, right, is Jokic and Murray looked like Jokic and Murray. That's where all this starts, right? Obviously, they got other contributions, which we'll get to, but I want to start with the Jokic and Murray two-man game. That was working better tonight. Jokic was setting screens like a truck. Jamal Murray was burstier tonight. His calf looked better. He looked a lot more comfortable just dealing with the ball pressure. He absorbed contact from guys instead of just like flailing around trying to move around guys. He absorbed the contact and fought through it. He did a good job handling the ball pressure of Jaden McDaniels, of Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Did a very good job with all that stuff, and that's a very important part into why the Nuggets worked this game. And Jokic also in the third quarter decided, I am going to score, and had, I believe, 13 points in the quarter, or maybe 11. He just kind of set the tone, was like, hey, you guys aren't coming back. You guys are not going to do that. Because, it was like a 15-point game going into half, and then there were legitimate concerns of Minnesota's a very good third quarter team. They have come out to punch Denver in the mouth every single time in the third quarter of the series. Are they going to do that again? Are the Nuggets going to give up a 15-0 run or a 10-0 run or something? No. They outscored the Timberwolves by 12 in that quarter and tied them in the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter half of it was garbage time, where you had Jordan McLaughlin, Josh Minott, Luka Garza, Monte Morris, and TJ Warren out there. And the Nuggets were throwing out like Hunter Tyson, Julian Strawther, and Jalen Pickett, and Zeke Naji. Zeke Naji fumbled 2 offensive rebounds as soon as he checked into the game. Truly generational stuff from him. Truly generational to show how bad his hands are. But Jamal tonight had 24. Both him and Jokic actually had 24. Murray took 21 shots, 2 of 5 from 3. Jokic took 18 shots, 1 of 3 from 3. They each had 3 turnovers and 3 fouls, so not that bad. And then Aaron Gordon had 13 on 7 shots, 5 of 7, 3 of 4 from 3. The Minnesota Timberwolves absolutely got magnet balled in that aspect. Like, that is the most he's made in a game this season. The most he made in the regular season was 2. So to get because that happened back to back to back, basically. I don't think it was literally back to back to back, like as far as the plays go, but it basically happened in like a sequence where Minnesota was trying to push back, and then Aaron Gordon hit a 3, and then Minnesota would respond with an Ant mid range or an Ant layup, and then Aaron Gordon would hit a 3, and it happened like 3 times. It was bullshit. It's shooting variance, but also, hey, Minnesota shot very, very well the first 2 games, and Denver didn't. So they were due for some shot variance, right? Michael Porter Jr. had a good game. He had 21 points on 6-10 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line. Did a decent job of getting to the line tonight. Did an okay job on the glass, 4 rebounds. A couple of them were big rebounds. KCP was okay tonight, 3 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, continues to struggle there throughout the postseason, but 12, 4, and 4, that's pretty solid. 6 of 6 from the line, pretty good job of getting to the line there. So like the entire starting lineup was plus 18 or higher. That's what you need if Denver's going to win in this series. They can't be having their starters get outscored by 20 like they were in previous games. They need to win the first quarter by a good margin. They need to win the fourth quarter by a good margin, and they need to stay even for the other 2. And they did that tonight. So Justin Holiday, best player off the bench in this game, in my opinion. No, the bench unit was solid tonight, just across the board, actually. I do want to give Justin Holiday his flowers. He's the best shooter off the bench right now. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, plus 11, 6 points, a rebound and an assist. Christian Brown is the best defensive answer the Nuggets have to Anthony Edwards. He's big enough to absorb the contact and to not get like basically bulldozed like KCP does, but also he's quick enough to keep up with him to a certain extent, unlike Aaron Gordon. So he's like a good middle ground between those two, and that's what you need for Anthony Edwards. So I would look to play him as many minutes as I realistically could in this series against Ant, because he's probably your best chance at slowing him down to any sort of notable level. Reggie Jackson also was solid enough. He mostly was just kind of there, but he did a fine job of like setting the table a couple of times, scored a few times. He didn't really do anything too noteworthy, but he was fine. And then yeah, that's kind of the Nuggets side of things. As far as Minnesota goes, Kyle Anderson sucked in this one. Negative 16 in 13 minutes. Josh Giddey-esque performance, which I made a Josh Giddey video earlier just roasting the shit out of him. So if you want to watch that, you can. But Kyle Anderson, yeah, he had 3 points on 3 shots. 1 of 2 from the line, 38% true shooting, just was bad. Awful defensively, awful offensively. He is bad. He just doesn't provide much value anywhere. Like, he's not going to shoot well. He gives Jokic an easy out on defense, and the Nuggets, that's useful to them because Jokic has not been good defensively in the series. Including tonight, he was not particularly good defensively tonight. I think he was better than he was in games 1 and 2, but that's not saying much. And in the first half, he was pretty bad defensively. I think he got better in the second half. He wasn't good either. You had Anthony Edwards put up 19 points, 8 of 15 from the field. I feel like it was a pretty stereotypical Ant game. He just didn't play as many minutes because of garbage time. Like, I feel like he scored 53% from the field, like 3 of 8 from 3. That's a pretty normal Anthony Edwards game, I think. Mike Conley had some good floaters and stuff, but was 1 of 5 from 3 this game. That's a big swing for the Nuggets because he was shooting very well coming into this game. 10, 6, and 6, like, did an okay job setting the table for them, but also shot pretty inefficiently. Karl-Anthony Towns had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. Everything he puts up this series, it feels like it's going in. He's been incredible this postseason. Good defensively, excellent offensively, very good shooter. Every time he puts up a shot, it feels like it's going in. He just didn't put up that many shots tonight. Jaden McDaniels had 4 fouls in 21 minutes. Only had 10 points, 4 or 6 from the field. Solid game offensively. Defensively, he got called for stuff that he had kind of been getting away with for the rest of the series. And that comes down to the officiating crew, right? Each officiating crew is going to call it a little differently. Tonight, it was a lot more fouls called. I think it was excessive, the amount of fouls that were called. I don't think it was necessary to have that many. Like, it degrades the product. It slows down the game. Just let him play to a certain extent. I do think they were potentially a little too physical in the first 2 games, but this felt like an overcorrection to that. But, 4 fouls for him. Naz Reid was 2 of 7, 7 points. He was pretty bad by his standards. So, yeah, the Nuggets did a good job of capitalizing on not a great shooting performance from the Wolves. They did a good job responding, like, the correct way. They came out good in the first quarter, did not go down by a ton. They stayed in front, and they never really looked back. And that's what you wanted to see from them this game, and they did that. So on to game 4 on Sunday. Here's hoping, me personally, I'm hoping to see this again. Yeah, so like, subscribe, whatever. Bye.